What are you doing on my ship? Don't you mean my ship?
It looks just like you, Blake. Or, no, now it looks like... Looks like you?
You can change your appearance?
Obviously, but I don't choose to do it.
It's just...
How I am.
Borrowing voices and forms, melding them together.
Why didn't you...
Come in. I was expecting you.
Really?
Ah, not you, Jenna, I must admit.
I thought you were dead.
It keeps shifting, changing.
It's mine, too. As if we were all in there, muddled up together.
What are you? I am you, Avon.
I am...
All of you. I am your resentment.
Resentment and distrust.
Self-loathing and insecurity and...
Paranoia.
It was good of you to
Let
let...
me on board.
In the old times, there was food.
So much food.
So much resentment to feed on.
Because that is what I crave, what I need.
I jumped from ship to ship.
Ship seeking out the survivors, feeding on
Their fear and distrust and resentment.
But then, something changed.
The ships stopped coming.
There was no more sustenance. Nothing.
And no one for me to feed on. I was...
Dying. Alone. On the abandoned ship.
Until we came along.
The Federation warned ships away from the zone. Nothing came close enough
For me to get on board and...
spread fear and resentment.
You weren't making use of the derelict zone, were you? You're the reason for it.
Of course. That's why there are so many...
many ships stranded there.
Their crews gave me life.
But at the expense of their own lives.
I killed no one.
No. That's what you do, isn't it? You drove them to kill each other. And that's what you feed on. That resentment and hatred and anger and distrust.
And I shall feed again.
Very soon. You are the perfect...
Food. You all distrust each other so much.
Is that what you think?
It was easy to turn you against each other. You already...
Already distrust each other so much.
I just drove wedges into the fractures.
Fractures that were already there.
We can get it. There's only one of them, even if it does keep flickering between bodies.
You're suddenly very brave, Villa.
And very stupid, but...
That's nothing new.
Hey!
Zen is already primed.
An advantage of having your voices.
He told me where you were. Kept track
Of you all. And now one word from me.
Sorry, I mean from me.
And liberate herself.
Destructs.
Can it do that?
Do you really want to find out?
No, actually, let's not.
What do you want from us?
I want you to die.
Very slowly, hating each other.
Blaming each other. The differences between you growing.
As each of you realizes that
It's the other's fault.
Well, it's not my fault.
No one is blaming anyone.
So, why are you all looking at me like that?
We're not. But if anyone's to blame...
so it begins.
Stop it, all of you! Can't you see it wants us to fight, to get upset?
You will.
No, we won't, because you're working from a false premise.
What do you mean?
He means that you've misinterpreted the situation. He means that you're getting weaker by the moment.
You think that the fact we're all so different is a weakness, but in fact, that's what keeps us together.
That's right. The fractures you can sense are the ties that bind us to each other and make us strong. You tried to make Blake kill me, but he didn't.
I'd never heard, Jenna.
And I was concerned for Villa, not threatening him.
Really?
Really?
No, that...
Can't be true.
Beginning to feel it now? Are you?
I was just trying to get away.
Villa would never have hurt me. Or do you feed on cowardice too?
What? Oh, thanks.
No. You hated each other.
I felt it. Are you sure? Are you sure it wasn't your own anger and resentment and distrust that you could feel? That you were feeding on?
Was that it?
Is that how I survived?
Survive the emptiness.
The loneliness.
You've been alone so long, hungry so long, that you resent yourself. Whatever strength you had, whatever power, it's drained away over the years. You've been feeding on yourself.
No. There is mistrust.
Fractures. There must be.
Avon, what do you want?
You're very quiet.
Perhaps I've got nothing to say.
No. You're eaten up with mistrust.
I can feel it.
It gives me new strength.
Avon?
It's right.
What do you mean?
I had a lot of time to think while I was trapped behind that bulkhead, and I realized that nothing's changed since we first met, since we first came on board Liberator.
At last.
Fractures.
There are only two people I trust in this room, which is why I have this. Everyone, down!